Hi everyone, it's Carol from Crinkled Path Journals, and I'm back with a Thrifty Thursday. Today I have 3 smaller purchases, and I have some bad news and some good news. So I'll start with these books first so that we can talk about the good news, bad news. The bad news is that my absolute favorite thrift store is going out of business. So this is the thrift store that funds our local women's shelter. I love that thrift store because their prices are very reasonable, and I love that the cause there was amazing and it was benefiting something local. However, because they sold their building a while back to fund some major repairs with the shelter, they've been leasing it back, and it is just too much overhead for what they sell every month, along with paying for staff, and so they've just decided to abandon the whole thrift industry in our town altogether. However, there is some good news. They do have a smaller store in the next town over, which means that my friend Paul has now been allowed to take a position there as their book appraiser, and I'll still be able to, although it won't be as convenient, I'll be able to go over there and still shop and support their business. Sad to see it go here. Happy that I still have that connection with Paul and the other ladies who work in the book department, and that I'm still going to be able to support their cause and donate there. So everything in the store was 60% off for the last 2 weeks, and it's very picked over. I did get these 2 Boy Scout, Cub Scout books that have some really great graphics. They're from 1954, and I just really like bike safety. He's hanging himself on a clothesline. I really liked the pictures in this, and even though it's Boy Scouts, a lot of it is kind of universal to the time period, games, crafts, activities, parties, musical instruments. So I thought it was really quite cute and was happy to get this. And then I got this other one. This one is 1967. It has a similar kind of feel, the monochromatic colors, games, different skills, community, things to build. So I was pretty happy about those. And then I got this Color in Your Garden book, which is, I think it was from the 70s. Yeah, 1973. Has some really vibrant color pictures in them, but they definitely have kind of a 70s vibe to the intensity of the color and just the type of paper it's on. So I thought that was kind of fun. I tend to go more for illustrations than photographs. It does have some illustrations in it, but if the photos really have a very reminiscent feeling for an era, I'll think they're okay for that. And then I got this set of the Illustrated Science and Invention Encyclopedia. I got 21 volumes. Let me see what year these were, but even just the diagram here right inside the book made me go, oh yeah, the diagrams in here are going to be really neat. This is from 1977, and I marked some pages just because I'm not going to flip through the whole thing, But look at the diagrams. This one's of the windmill. There's one of a biplane. This drawing or artwork of a zeppelin. And look at these zippers. Look at this old one from a pair of boots versus the more modern version. So anyway, I thought those were really fun and 60% off. Then Paul had one more book for me. This is a poetry book. The cover is off, which is why he wasn't able to sell it at the store and passed it on to me. I always love these painted designs, hand painted inside the cover papers. It has a name in the front that says Miss Etta Ordere, November 14th, 1863. And then it has this lithographic tin print, I believe, of the author, it's the complete poetical works of Alexander Pope Esquire, with an original memoir of the author and critical and explanatory notes. And then it says it also has several valuable miscellaneous productions, not contained in any other editions. So a very rare book. Entered according to Act of Congress in the year 1848 by Silas Andrus and Son in the Clerk's Office of the District Court of Connecticut. I'm always so excited and honored to have these books bestowed to me. I feel they are in my hands to find their forever home and not necessarily with me. I love that there is gilding on the page edges and the poems are outlined with this gold little border, and then it's his entirety of work. And it does have a few other prints in it as well, artwork. So that's very exciting to me to have received that from Paul. I was there the day that I bought these and I gave him a hug, and he held my hand and told me he'd been praying for my daughter who started her chemo, and she goes every day this week, so 5 days in a row, these weekdays, and then has another round on day 8 and another on 13, and then she starts over again and does that twice more. At least that's the plan for now. Anyway, he was so sweet. I gave him a hug and told him, sorry, I have to hug you because I'm not sure, where you're going to be and if I'll be able to see you. And he said, oh, I'm making negotiations to be at the other store. So he said, I still have your number and come and see me there. So bless his heart for being so kind and being so happy to pass some things along to me. And then I have 2 other little purchases. These were from an estate sale. This one is an exercise book, and this is, I love the graphics in the front of this one. It's a chemistry practical notebook, but I don't know that what was written in here is actually chemistry. I think it looked more like house plans or something, but it's written in Punjabi, and it's such a beautiful language. And I just thought it was a very interesting find and very unusual for me, and I just love it. And the pages are aged, and there's not really a date anywhere that I can read in English, so, and I don't know that the notes were taken in here, but I don't believe they were taken at the time it would have been published anyway. I think it was just kind of used as a notebook later. And then looks like a grandchild or somebody did some artwork in here as well. And then there are some mathematical things going on here with fractions. So I suppose that could have been chemistry. And I won't know, but it's basically going to be used as art. And then this little exercise book is also written in Punjabi. The dear man who was selling things, his parent had just passed away, and he had the whole house open for sale, but I found other things I was interested in, but he just wasn't quite ready to let them go. So I have all the sympathy in the world for that, having to sell everything that was left in my mother's home after the grandkids got to kind of go through it. And so I was just grateful he was willing to sell me these. Then I ended up getting a few things that I felt I needed from Temu. I did not do a big purchase this time. I just got a few things. I had a tiny little box of bulb pins, and I think I took them with me when I traveled and was crafting, and I think they got lost, and it was maybe a dozen or so, but I really wanted to get more bulb pins, and so I ended up buying a couple different sets. I got this set from Temu, and I'll try and put the link in the description box below. This is not a sponsored video by any means. I just bought them. Okay, are you going to open up without going everywhere all over my desk? Oh, it's taped. Okay, struggled to get the tape off. Now I can open it. So I thought this was fun. It has a nice variety of colors for those 70s, 60s kind of pages, or 80s memory keeping. And then it had some plain black and white as well. And then I did get, I can't remember. I didn't think I ordered 2 pouches, but maybe for the number I got, they were divided. So these pouches have silver, rose gold, gold, black. I think that's all the colors. Yeah. So I have enough bulb pens now to probably last me for eternity if I don't lose them again. Then I got these envelopes. I thought they were just really cute, plain craft envelopes, but they're really nicely done with these little eyelets, and they kind of remind me of something from a detective's office or something. I got a pack of 5 of those, and then I got this lace sampler. Comes in this nice Ziploc bag, and it's here. Maybe I can use this. It's got quite the selection of lace. So it's got this one, this one, that one, these 3. Anyway, I thought this was a really nice variety, and I will also link with my description how many yards it is, but I thought it was very reasonable. Now I need to wind them onto my cards. So those are my 3 purchases this week, and pretty happy with that. I have some Etsy purchases coming that I will show you next week, and I hope you are finding your thrifty finds of your own and having fun on the hunt. And I just wanted to remind you to stop by Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming's channel. She's the host of Thrifty Thursdays, and she has a list of everyone who's participating. And if you'd like, this is an open collab, you can make a Thrifty Thursday video and upload it to your channel. Share with us what you found for what you consider to be a thrifty price. All right, take care, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.